Hey, City Radio, this is our voice. This is our voice.
Yo, if you don't know me, don't try to friend me, yo. I don't want no Facebook friends. Those ones I...
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to a wonderful episode of Vibes with Seezy. So here, we talk about anything and everything that's trending, and we also address social issues. I'm your host today, your favorite boy, your favorite artist, your favorite musician, the one and only, the man of the girl them, for the girl them, and by the girl them, Seezy. And yeah, I have my wonderful guests. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Beautiful guests, by the way. So I think before we start, I would like all of us to catch a vibe.
I'll do anything to please you, Anita, 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 because I love you forever, oh. I'll do anything to please you, Anita, 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 and I go to call you my lover, oh. Cause all the things you they do to me, all the things you they do for me, it they make me blush and smile, oh. I'm in love with your energy. Your love is my remedy. You they give me everything. You're my medicine, you're my melody. You are the one, you mean the world to me. I'll give you my all, I'll give you everything. I'll hold you down, you can call on me. You can call on me. Oya gbesi mami, oya gbesaje. Mami tesi mami tesaje. Mami brukututu, mami gbesaje. Oya gbesi mami, oya gbesaje. Oya gbesi mami, oya gbesaje. Mami tesi mami tesaje. Mami brukututu, mami gbesaje. Oya gbesi mami, I'll do anything to please you, Anita, Anita, Anita. Because I love you forever, oh. I'll do anything to please you, Anita, 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 and I go to call you my lover, oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, so welcome back to Vibes with Seezy, and I'm going to let my wonderful guests introduce themselves. So, Lego.
Hi, my name is Fafa Kain, a level
hello.
400 student, journalism and mass communication.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Hello. My name is Sigrid Bruce, and I'm a business marketing student.
Hello, my name is Clement Dellings, banking and finance student.
I am Sean Wilson, business accounting.
Okay. This one, all of you are sounding like you are scared. I'm not afraid though, so I hope you two are not afraid. So yeah, the purpose of this show, apart from, introducing you to your favorite boy Seezy and the wonderful music I make, is because I feel there are a lot of issues that people don't really talk about, and we're going to talk about them. So in this show, we have various sections. We have the love section. We have the lifestyle. We talk about education and politics. So I would like us to jump into our first topic. So, you know me, I'm about Pringle things. So we're going to be talking about love. And we're going to be talking about cheating, especially. I know some of you here are already experienced in that area. So there's a story apparently online that it's alleged, because if I was not there and it didn't happen in my front and I didn't see it, I always say it's alleged, because I don't talk about things that didn't happen right in front of me. So there's a story about A$AP Rocky eventually having an affair I say affair. Some of you are already smiling. If you like affair. So A$AP Rocky was obviously having an affair with a lady with the name Amina Muadi, who is allegedly working for Rihanna. Now, this story has not come out of the mouths of the two people involved, the two major people, which is Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. But the reason why I brought this story up is Rihanna is Rihanna. She's successful. She has money, lots of money. She's really like the woman to be. And then you have an allegation about someone cheating on Rihanna. Now, the question I want to ask you guys firstly is, react to this. When like I've given you this matter, somebody cheating on quote unquote Rihanna, what do you think about this before I drive to my lesson? So, Fafa, I would like to hear your side of the reaction to this.
First of all, I think it came as a shock to almost everybody because before the A$AP Rocky thing, there's Rihanna, like you said, and everybody puts Rihanna on a particular pedestal. Like she's pretty, Rihanna. She's beautiful, her music is good. We love Rihanna. So for somebody to come and play with her hands now, we're not gonna take that
at all.
So yeah, it definitely came as a shock to us because most people think Rihanna is everything in quote. So for a man to cheat on a woman that we all see as somebody that's very perfect in quote, then there's a big problem. It means what we have been saying about the men is true.
No, please, men are not trash. We are not scum.
I didn't say the trash. What we have been saying is
okay.
true.
So Sigrid, what's your reaction to this?
Oh, in my opinion, all things are possible. If Jay-Z can cheat on Beyonce, this guy can cheat on Rihanna, even though she is, like we're all saying, she's beautiful, successful, she's everything some. My opinion is, why did Amina come out to say, oh, this is not true, when the two human beings the story is about did not speak to the press? Why would she just come out and say, yeah, this is not true? Because the people it's about, they didn't even come and talk, so why are you bringing yourself?
I'll address all those things, but the most handsome man in the room, Mr. Clement, what do you have to say?
All right, what I have to say is that I don't think, to me, I feel like men don't cheat.
Sure, yeah, right.
At all.
And if maybe he cheated, it won't be his fault. Maybe the girl's fault.
Trust the men to defend themselves all the time. Trust the men to be in defense.
The girl knows that.
I mean, like, personally, I don't cheat, so I don't believe any man can cheat.
We all don't cheat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the girls that to deceive you and trick you, and then you come back and see that you've cheated.
You don't say.
I mean, A$AP, come on. It's good.
I mean,
yeah, it's good.
Interessant.
Mr. Sean, what do you have to say about this issue?
First of all, as Papa was saying, it looks like everyone has put Rihanna on a certain pedestal or whatever. Like they see Rihanna to be some superstar, but then A$AP is also a superstar. So they're on the same level. So it's just like some basic relationship. Everyone is giving like A$AP was in the downpour or something, then Rihanna went to save A$AP, and now A$AP is now Rihanna. Nah, actually, A$AP is a superstar. I think A$AP even came around before Rihanna did. So don't come and see that Rihanna. Mother. And as Clemens would see, black men don't cheat.
Wow.
There's something like a perfect woman who. So if you are saying she's perfect, and then her man won't cheat, you should know that there's something wrong with the woman. Like maybe there's something serious that no one is.
So the actual reason why I brought this topic is when I heard this issue, firstly, the first thing that came to my mind is human beings, they always disgrace you. Honestly. Now, when I heard this thing, honestly, I just calmed down. Right now, I'll tell anybody that don't try and overdo. Don't try. I mean, like, if they can cheat on Jay-Z and Rihanna, like I said, I wasn't there, but the news is. So why I'm bringing this out is just one simple question. Can you give someone everything they basically want and they'll still go ahead and dance one corner with another person? I mean, that's just the question I want to ask you all.
Yeah. I mean, if a man's gotta cheat, he's gonna cheat. I really don't think you can tie a man down, because I feel like if it's something he really wants to do, he's going to do it. No matter what you do, it's going to happen. Do you understand? So I don't think there are some men that say they don't cheat, like those of you sitting over here.
Yeah, we don't.
You all say black men don't cheat.
Okay.
No, hala, no problem. But we the girls, we know that it's gonna happen. And for me, I've made up my mind that I wouldn't put myself in a position to be hurt by a man because he cheated on me. Do you understand? So I'm not going to go out of my way to, there are women that go through their husband's phones and monitor your movements and stuff like that. I feel like that's where you hurt yourself when you do stuff like that. But when you mind your business, you're happy, he respects you, there's no violence, love is in the house. Oh, sweetheart, don't bother yourself.
Okay. Sigrid, what do you think about this?
Oh, honestly, I'm with Fafa on this one. But also, though, in a relationship, for a man to cheat, I mean, it means there's something missing there. Although girls also cheat, granted, cheating is like
A lot.
Sean, it's like there's something in your heart you want to say.
Don't mind him.
Yeah. Everybody will get their time to speak, so don't worry.
Hey, Sean, don't set fire.
Oh, forget the best idea.
Hey, wahala day.
You people should be calming down. It's been I have the chauffeur if you carry it. Calm down. Let everybody speak individually. So, Sigrid.
So basically, I feel like for someone to cheat, there's something, some spice or some factor missing, something that individual desired. Maybe they didn't know it outside the relationship or before they entered or whatever reason they had. It's something they desired, they were not getting in the relationship. So they found it in that person they were cheating with. But it doesn't mean they don't love the person they are cheating on. It just means that maybe they are being satisfied with that factor somewhere else. I think, though, if you feel that way, go and build something with that other person and don't go breaking human beings' hearts unnecessarily.
Bob the Builder. Okay. No problem. Clement, what do you think about this?
Yes, I would say that girls cheat a lot.
Hey.
Yeah, because
Allow him to talk.
when a girl is in a relationship, there's a possibility that while she's in a relationship, she can like another guy. And that has been proven.
No cap.
See,
Allow him. Just allow him.
That has happened with guys. Guys, either I'm interested or I'm not interested. Yeah.
No
if I'm
cap.
50-50, which means I'm not interested at all. I'm just doing it because you are forcing yourself on me to have a relationship and all that.
It's not even
But if a
like-
girl is dating someone and she says she likes the guy, there's a possibility she likes someone else. So me, if I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to give 100%. I'll give like 20-30% because the girl is going to
20,
the girl can break my heart anytime.
Wow.
Yeah. Until I'm 100%
If it was a woman
sure.
that said it's like right now everybody's fighting.
No,
Don't worry.
Right now,
They don't say this.
Allow him freedom
yeah,
of
'cause
speech.
the girls break boys, and when a boy is broken, he's broken. Because there's no one to support him. Girls
When the
have
girl is
girls.
working there, she's standing there.
When girls cry, they get emotional
Wow.
support. When a boy cries,
Interesting.
he's termed as weak. Yeah, so girls, dear Charlie, girls.
So Sean, what do you think about this?
Me, I'm with Clement. 100%. See exactly what Clement was saying. Boys, we don't get enough emotional support. We don't get any emotional support too. When a girl starts broken or something, she'll have her friends comfort her, male friends, female friends. When a guy starts broken, the videos start trending and they'll be laughing. People be laughing at him. Oh, it ended in tears. People be laughing at the guy, actually. See, men now, women, hey, women, stop.
So yeah,
Do.
at the end of every conversation, I just like to say that I didn't just bring it up because I wanted us to talk about anything. I just want to say that be yourself, and basically that's the lesson of this, because if you give somebody everything, they can decide that tomorrow they want something else from someone. So just be yourself. So yeah, the second topic, I'm someone that's very, very keen on, I won't say politics, but the state of Africa in general. And I feel like we have a lot of problems. And it's so funny when they give a solution to where there was actually no problem. Like there's no, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So let me tell you why I'm talking about this. So a Ghanaian young man has recently taken to social media to share pictures of new uniforms for teachers in secondary schools. Now, this is the reason why I'm bringing this topic up first. There are a lot of problems in the world in general. So imagine someone just somewhere, or maybe a principal somewhere, or someone in power just sitting down and saying, you know what, we're going to make uniform for teachers. Now, my first question is, that means there are no problems in that school at all. Nothing. There's good light, there's good food, the education is great. So you say, you know what, since we have no problem, let's make uniform for teachers. But before we talk about the lesson, just put yourself in this shoe, right? You are in secondary school one day and you are going to school. You are wearing your uniform, you ironed it. And let's say a particular teacher is always taunting you that your uniform is torn or something. And then you see your maths teacher wearing the same uniform as you. Now, what would be the first thing that goes through your head? Because there's a perspective of the student. And then, I mean, if you just try and think of the mind of the teacher, like this is a topic that is really, really dear to me because you're making uniforms for them. I'm sorry. You go through nursery school, primary school, secondary school, even some uniforms are made for universities. And then you're a teacher and you are wearing uniform. So imagine you're walking and like your student is like, oh, Miss Jennifer, I like your skirt too. I know that it's because two of you are wearing the same skirt. What do you think about uniforms for teachers, first of all? Fafa, what do you think?
I think one of the, I don't know if I should say a major problem, but we have a lot of misplaced priorities in Ghana, especially. Tell me why you are concerned with sewing uniforms for teachers who clearly have clothes to wear to work. And I do not think any of these teachers made a complaint. That's me, Natari Ameshentino. Please sew a uniform for me. I really do not think so. And it's for, you said secondary school, right?
Yeah.
This is free SHS that the government has introduced. And there are lots of problems with the free SHS. Beds, space to sleep.
Cap.
Even the uniforms they wear to school, the school feeding, so many issues. And they think that the appropriate thing is to sew uniforms for teachers. Please. It's a waste of time.
Sigrid, what do you think?
For me, personally, I think, like Fafa said, it's a huge waste of time. And in fact, no student will look their teacher in the eye and show proper respect. Let's be honest, we're in Ghana. No students will just look their teacher in the eye wearing the same uniform and give respect. It just won't happen. It won't happen at all. And I feel like they're just wasting money, resource, and time. Go and fix proper problems in the school instead of thinking of such demeanor things.
Clement, Mr. Hanson, what do you think?
So, the uniform for teachers is not really a major problem. So I don't know why the government is focused on that. And there are other problems in secondary school, especially because, as Sigrid said, there's nowhere to sleep. The beds aren't enough, mosquitoes and other problems. And uniform is really nothing big because teachers have their own clothes for work because they dress properly to work to teach the students. It's not as if maybe teachers are wearing tattered clothes, those boga clothes to come and teach. So I really doubt that this thing is really a major issue.
Sean, what do you think about it?
I think the person who made the uniforms was bored or something. That's why they decided to make uniforms for teachers. How can you get up and then say you want to make uniforms for teachers? As they've all said rightly, there are lots of problems in senior high schools, the government senior high schools. So uniform shouldn't be a priority, or it shouldn't be even something the government should think about doing unless they've solved all the other problems in the schools?
So yeah, the reason, like I said, the reason why I'm talking about this is, please, if you want to solve a problem, solve the important ones. That's just really all I have to say. If you really want to solve a problem, solve the important problems. So let's move on to the next topic. Anytime I just breathe in, just know that even what I'm looking at is tearing me apart. So, in a nutshell, let me just give you a brief information about this. The Senegalese president, Macky Sall, the current African Union chairman, tweeted that he and Zelensky has discussed over the phone the economic impact of the war in Ukraine and the need to favor dialogue for a negotiated outcome to the conflict. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this thing up is, just imagine as you are here now, all right? All of us, we are here, we're all seated, and then you get a call from your parents telling you that, just imagine, all right? You get a call from your parents telling you that they are sending you to war. Now, somebody on the internet said, what does he want us to do for him? Does he want us to give him yam?
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, I saw this and I felt like, before you are going to carry me somewhere, tell me where I'm going to. Because this is all fun and games until one day we find out that they ask each African country to bring one person or 10 people from each region or state to fight. I mean, it's funny. It's funny because we only talk about this type of things when that's how COVID was, the China problem. Now it's the whole world. So I'm addressing it before it turns to something that's bigger than us. So just imagine you are here and your parents send you a message that, oh, Fafasi, Great Clement, Sean, you're going to war in Ukraine. And those type of things is not an option. No. It's not an option.
It's a man's do.
Why? Personally, the reason why I'm talking about this is, please, once again, we have a lot of things to talk about with other countries, at least. We have the issue of unemployment. We have the issue of basically Africa going downhill. And this is coming up. Like I said, there's a problem. I thought I would see, they are talking about maybe collaborating, but they are talking about the need to favor dialogue. What dialogue are you favoring? So, Fafa, what do you think about this?
First of all, if I am sitting in the comfort of my home or of my room and my parents call me that I shouldn't fight war for Ukraine, I'll say, please, did you see the person you're calling? Because what am I going to do there? I'll just die.
You're going to?
As soon as I get there, I'll just die. Because fight for Guinea. I think, honestly, yeah. First of all, I don't think we have the, what's it called? Mechanisms or whatever to fight a war in Ghana. If we have, I mean, I don't expect us to not have. I expect us to actually have. But it wouldn't be to the level that we are going to fight a war in Ukraine. Oh, come on. We're just going to die. And I don't think we want to die, so no. I'm not in agreement with that.
See, it's funny how all of a sudden, Africa, we did there. If it's no
Right.
war, so what? We know they there.
We are quite invisible.
Like when they need people to help them fight. Honestly, it's so funny. But they can't come and ask us for much, honestly, because they started the war. They are parts of the country, and I get that it will affect everyone. But we are here peacefully. We're here peacefully living, and they decided to just go to war for reasons. There might be reasons not known to the public or anything like that. But I don't think it's right for them to come and all of a sudden ask for people to fight for them from our countries when we have our own problems to deal with over here. I mean, honestly, we won't go and do much. Check like we'll go and be a distraction to their real attack, and then we'll just go and die, like Fafa said.
Clement, what do you think about this?
Me, I'm not going to die. Because my normal space. Yeah, I come to community, go and fight. Hold gun and shoot. Hey, Charlie, our family, I can't just go and waste my life because
so much to live for.
Honestly, it's very stupid because we are here in a peaceful country, enjoying our peace, and then you come to say we should go and fight for Ukraine, not even Russia or Ukraine. Why? What are we going to use? What, stick and change?
I mean, like I said, they didn't.
They have nothing to fight with, honestly.
They highlighted the need to favor dialogue for a negotiated outcome to the conflict. But like I said, if you read the news, there's the news and then the news. I mean, we need to talk about this before, like I said, they deploy us. Sean, what do you think about this?
Yeah, so I just think Ukraine should listen to the advice they've been given. Because they had from the beginning of, I don't know how long, but from before this all this started, Russia kept on giving them the opportunity to back out of trying to join NATO or giving NATO any more, let me say, room in their country. It was a very simple request, and it was because of sensible reasons. They wouldn't just get up and say you shouldn't join the NATO for any reason. It was a threat to them. Ukraine didn't listen, now they're suffering for it. So this was, not to be insensitive, but it's quite needless. You just need to talk it out.
Like I said, please, if you are going to solve a problem, solve the relevant ones. I just saw this and I know, but what are they going to talk about again? You are going to... Moving on to the entertainment section of this episode, my part. So I just want to ask you guys a question. So let me just give you a brief you up. So allegedly, because I'm not there when they are signing the contracts or calling the money, Erling Haaland is a footballer and he's set to earn £500,000 per week if he signs for Manchester City. Now, this is the point I'm driving at. Please, when we were young, they told us that education is the key to success. Is education really the key to success now? Somebody is earning £500,000 a week. You and I both know how much minimum wage is. Don't call minimum wage because we're going to start a fight here. So the question I'm asking you guys now is education really the key to success? Because ball, that thing we're playing outside, that me and you play, I will shift you, you kick me, we'll shout goal. Somebody is playing it and he's earning £500,000 1 week. The next week, another £500,000. Before I ask you guys to react, me, I will not force this type of news. It doesn't move me. I won't force my kids to, move into this type of things because of the money. I will let them choose. Maybe they want to play for Liverpool or they want to play for Man City. But this type of news, imagine you're watching this and you have a child and it says, you know what, I don't want to go to school because I want to play ball. And you just finished reading this news. Tell me, God and man, that you really force. Because now it looks like these people are earning crazy money. And the people who go to school and read 4, 5, 6 years, like I said, if I call minimum wage, all of us will fight here. So what do you think about, firstly, is education really the key to success? And if it's really the key, why is somebody earning £500,000 per week? There's nothing wrong with it. But somebody will go to school, read 4, 5, 6, 7 years, masters, and they end up earning, well, for my safety, I won't say anything, what they end up earning. What do you think about this?
First of all, £500,000 is 5 million Ghana cedis.
Thank you.
And if my child comes to tell me, I'll say no. For what? Oh, you're joking. I'm going to apply you in that academy. You're going to play that ball. Because, are you serious? 5 million a week. Do you know how much that is in 1 month?
Do you know how much Messi earns in PSG?
Can you imagine?
Education
So,
is the key.
when it comes to the topic of education being the key to success, I must differ, because even in Ghana, we have examples of people who didn't further their education but are very, very, very rich. A very popular example is Osei Kwame Despect. This guy, apparently, I think he finished that. He started class 1 or something. I know say you know finish upper primary. But look at him now. He has so many businesses. He has so much money. He's doing extremely well for himself and his family. Those people, I think they have generational wealth, because he's done very, very, very well in terms of getting money and stuff like that. And this is somebody that had little to no education. For me, I think talent and passion is very important. Definitely education is important, because you can have the talent, you can have the passion, but you'd need education to back you up, to teach you a few things that you don't really know. But it's not the priority to making money. It's definitely not. That's when I'll differ.
I mean, we're all college students, so when you see this type of news, imagine what goes through your head. Sigrid, what do you think about this?
Oh, I'm with Fafa. Honestly, it's about balance. I feel like adults should not stifle children's dreams or their passion. They should tell them, yes, go to school. But don't tell them you cannot be a football player. Who told them football players they've not had basic education or education at all? No. Honestly, it's about balance. It's not like the child has said, I know often the child will say, oh, I want to be a football player. But technically, the child hasn't said, I don't want to go to school at all. Because everyone knows that even in football academies, there are basic ways they give them a form of education. Honestly. So it's about balance. Just tell the child, yes, I believe in your dream, but back it with education and you'll go far in life.
I mean, me personally, I feel like maybe I should give this football thing a try. Maybe it's my calling. I don't know.
You never know.
I mean,
we should just
some
try.
of us here were playing football. So what do you think about this,
keep
Clement?
the ball. Give it a try.
Education is actually important, and I feel like, honestly, it may be the key to success, because footballers are being educated on how to play football, how to utilize their skills and their talents. Because education is not all about schooling. There are different types of education. And Erling Haaland, his earnings, I think, is worth his education, because he's risking his whole physical appearance to play a sport. And the money he's earning, if he gets injured, he needs something to cover his injuries. So I would say that even though the money he's earning through sports is quite abnormal per week, education is actually very important, because some contractors and other agencies are also earning a lot of money. And yeah, education is very important, honestly. Everyone needs education.
Sean, what do you think?
Education is important, but education is the key to success, because you can go through school, you can get as many degrees as you want, but it doesn't necessarily assure that you'll be successful. But playing ball too doesn't also assure that you'll be successful. So in everything, like, there's a chance you could make it in one field, there's a chance you may not make it, like someone may make it. Because in the same football too, some people are playing football full time and then they're not even making like 1/500 of what he's making a week. So what do you also say about those people? So
Misha, me personally, this music, because of this crazy number, do you know how much they pay per show? Well, don't worry. So we're down to the last section before we wrap things up. This is the lifestyle session of this show, where we talk about basically life. And I want to just put something through to you. I was having a conversation with somebody older than me, and he said he doesn't know why things are the way they are. It's not the same life that we are living now. The life of a young man or a young woman in the world today is not like it used to be before. Let me give you an example. In this world we have today, do you know how many babies are aborted every day? No, wait, let me just give you some facts. Do you know how many people get married on Saturday? But everybody is single. Wait. This same life, everybody is broke, but people are buying cars. This same life, like I said, nobody is in a relationship, but do you know how many babies are being aborted? The point I'm going through is the life of a young man or young woman now is not like it used to be before, and nobody wants to talk about it. Let me give you an example. Right now, if you are entangled with, and let me not use entangled, if you are involved with a female, I would say not all females. If you are involved with a female now, you are the brother, you are the uncle, you are the father, you are the grandfather. No, I'm serious about this now. Also going to school. Now, do you know the grade system in China? Just check it out. What we get in B's here is not the same thing over there. Now, we are expected to deliver better. We're expected to do better. But the life of a young man or young woman is not like it used to be before. Nobody wants to talk about it. I mean, like I said, back then, let me use myself for an example. Back then, if you're an artist, you have the song on your what do they call it? You have the song, you get the song, and it wasn't as easy as it is now. But there are also a lot of things that come through to it. For example, right now, because of you can upload the song online, everybody is just uploading everything and anything online. Now we are expected to, as human beings, we're expected to succeed, because right now everything is better. There's internet, there's social media, but nobody is talking about the downside of being a young man right now. So I want to ask you guys, this is just the last question I want to ask you guys. All of us are here, we are young. What are the issues that you would not normally talk about being young, but it's really affecting you, but you can't talk about it because, like I said, right now things are better, easier, and faster? What are the struggles that you are really facing because you are quote unquote young? Fafa, what do you think?
Like you said, I've had the opportunity to have a lot of lifestyle conversations with, older people, and like you said, they think that it's very different nowadays living as a young Ghanaian man or woman. Mainly because I think the craze or the crave for money and comfortability has increased. It's crazy because almost every single Ghanaian youth is looking for money now. Almost every single Ghanaian youth. If you ask them, what's the problem you're facing? Oh, we don't have money. Oh, we are looking for money. Everybody's looking for money. I can't blame anybody because to us, it gets tougher and tougher by the day. Most of us, we don't have jobs that pay us huge sums of money. You have bills to pay. If you don't have any financial support from your parents or your guardians, you live alone. You're a hustler on the streets trying to, pick up the pieces and make something for yourself. It's difficult. Very, very difficult. I've had a lot of my friends complain about the fact that they're struggling because of insufficient funds. And I don't know. I do not know what exactly has brought that sudden craze. I don't know what has brought that sudden craze, but I think it's pressure from fellow young men and women. I mean, now all the boys are driving Benz and things. All the boys have gone to buy villa and things. All the boys are building house. So if you not build house and you sit down, you are definitely going to get depressed and disturbed. But then again, you don't know where the money is coming from. Because when you wake up in the morning, everybody's complaining. There's no money in the system. The economy is not good. We don't have money. But these are the same people that will go to the fueling station and fill their tank. Wow. I said, The day that it shocked me was the day that I heard that somebody filled his tank 1,250 Ghana cedis. I said, wow, that must be lovely. I don't remember the last time I went to say I'm filling my tank. For what? I don't have the money for that. So it's money. It's money. It's money. It's money. We are in search of money. And unfortunately, it's driving a lot of young people to do crazy things that they probably vowed to never do. It's driving a lot of people to do stuff that they had never had plans of doing. And I think it's a big problem. I think it's a big problem, and I really doubt a proper solution will be able to solve it. But it is what it is. We survive.
I mean, we are young. Things are easier, faster. Everything is on social media. That's not true.
Yeah.
So, Grid, what do you think about this?
Like I keep saying, I'm with Fafa on this. I mean, everyone is thinking of comparing themselves to people.
Yeah.
Oh, this person has a car, they have a house. You ask yourself, how did they get the money? Fraud is real. So some people are selling their father's houses. Like something your father is going to build. You go and take it and sell it. You don't know how they got their money. You're there comparing yourself, feeling sorry for yourself. My personal advice to anyone listening would just be like, focus on personal growth and just think about yourself instead of just looking outward to other people in their life and saying, oh, they have money and they're doing things faster. Honestly, even though technology has made our generation a lot more productive, things are easier, things are faster, it doesn't mean that we should still have that mindset that just because it's faster and easier, that's the way to go. I mean, put in the work. Just put in the work.
I understand. Clement, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I would say that talking without action is quite useless, because if I see that someone has money and I also want money, I can't just be going around saying, I want money, I want money, I want money. I need to put in the effort and the work. And I would say the reason why young men are now wanting to get a lot of money is because of girls.
You've never heard the end of this.
Because now the girls are giving pressure too much. Buy me this. I want to be I want hair 1,000 Ghana. Why?
Hair.
What has blessed you with natural hair?
Hair, clever.
You want to go and buy hair? Why? So tell me why. It's making the men struggle too much, and then they'll come and say they want gender equality. Tell me.
Hair.
Please, I beg.
Gender equality.
Where this guy is taking these things?
Let them not come for me, please.
Why are we not talking about the youth in Ghana?
Yeah, because
Why are we talking about women?
Don't start a war.
if the youth,
Okay, no, let him finish.
even in school, girls also want gender equality. They're like, oh, if a man can study this, a woman can also do this. But then if they go to other fields, they're not willing to come out. The war like this, who will take a woman to go for war? Women should be allowed to also go for like those type of things if they want gender equality, because it's a big issue that women are literally saying, oh, everything should be in their favor. But come on, it's not possible.
The way Fafa is looking at you,
Just
just at the end of the show, just come and stay here. Sean, what do you think about this?
The truth, what Clement is saying is
Yeah.
100%. You can't be asking for gender equality and be wanting patrilineal privileges. So, how can you be asking for, if you said if a man can do something, a woman can do it better, then why don't the woman also go and hustle and then
See,
come and
we've
take off the
differed from
men?
the topic.
And
You don't
wait, no,
understand.
wait, let him
I
drive.
know. Like, I'm trying to
Because
get
you're
to
going
a
to
point.
you're going to relate what you are saying to
I'm
the
relating
life
it
of a
to-
young
exactly, but
in the
so-
world of today.
Yeah, good. So because of a certain kind of mentality of maybe the females per se, like their man's supposed to provide them for anything, it looks like it's putting unnecessary pressure on men to be doing things they wouldn't want to do necessarily. Like right now, more boys are doing fraud. You go and ask him why I started the fraud. Oh, he'll be able to send his girl out. You go to campaigns, you go to PDS, you go to this. It's only for a girl.
That's not
You're
true.
giving you this information.
Just allow him, please.
Like men are the saddest gender. It's so appalling. For real. Because see, everything you do in this life, you are doing because of a woman and children. You go to see this degree. That what's the point? You want to get a degree so that I get a job right, so that I get money right, so that I used to do what? So that I used to do what? You take care of the woman. So men are just sad. We are just
So what we're still talking about is literally like the life of a young man and woman is not the same as it used to be, because there is this stereotype that people think things are better now. Oh, when I was your age, I used to fly to school. Oh, when I was your age, I fight 10 people before I get
used to walk and things.
the quote unquote the moral lesson of this whole conversation is things are not the way they used to be. And yes, they are better, but also remember that things now are worse. A lot of kids now are depressed. Somebody was depressed because he doesn't have iPhone. Where is that mentality coming from? So what I'm just saying is, quote unquote, the life of a young man and a young woman is not the same as it used to be. Yes, it's better, but actually there are a lot of forces that we are fighting. So yeah, I mean, this was really an interesting conversation. Like I said, this is pretty much just vibes. We talk about anything and anything that's really interesting and something that really has to be talked about. The whole moral lesson of this show is there's something to learn from everything. And like I always say, please, if you're going to solve a problem, solve the important problems and don't let, this news of 500K per week, don't let it take you away from academics and whatnot. Yeah, pretty much enjoyed this conversation with my men them and the girl them. Thank you so much, Fafa, Sigrid, Clement, and Sean. Thank you for coming through. And thank you to myself, like I said, your favorite boy, your favorite musician, Seezy, the man of the girl them, by the girl them and for the girl them. Yeah, thank you to everyone who listened to this show. And don't forget to follow each and every one of us. I think our handles will be available under this episode. Follow each and every one of us. Follow Fafa, Sigrid, Clement. Support. And yeah, don't forget to support the man them with the tunes. 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 3 minutes before we wrap it up. What do you think about the man of the girl them, Seezy, his new EP? Don't talk too much. You are going to go far. Just, what is your favorite track from the EP? Me personally, I don't know. I'm moving with vibe now because it's vibe with Seezy. Just personally, what's your favorite song off his new project, The New Wave?
Seezy.
Allah.
Say no like fiber.
Okay.
I think that has to be a favorite because is it one of the first songs that you performed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the first song I ever heard you perform, and that goes way back. So it's definitely a favorite for me.
Allah.
Yeah.
Please don't call any other artist else you leave this show. What's your favorite track from Seezy?
Oh, I know you know, but let me just say it for the people listening. I know they hear what I do.
Allah, let's go.
See, me, as I they get ready for school, now that track I they play.
Clement, what's your best song from Seezy?
Seezy.
Allah.
And your girl.
I do anything to please you, Anita. Yeah, that was mad. It was mad. That was a mad song.
The way you're looking at me, Sean, is like you have not listened to my. Oh, no,
Oh,
it's important.